Whether you're testing on fingertips or alternate sites, one of the secrets to Genteel's painless lancing lies in selecting the right contact tips for your body. For most of us, our capillary blood supply is slightly closer to the surface of the skin than our pain nerves. So regardless which body site you choose, the purpose of the contact tips is to control, with extreme precision, how deeply the lancet penetrates. If this is the surface of our body, then this would be our capillary blood supply, and ever so slightly under that are our pain nerves. While all our bodies look similar on the outside, inside our blood capillaries and pain nerves may be at different depths from the surface of our skin. So selecting the right contact tips for your body will ensure that no matter how thick your skin or thin your blood, your lancet will just reach your capillary blood supply, but not your pain nerves. Throughout your body, this capillary depth is pretty uniform, except on your fingers, where the capillaries and pain nerves tend to be much closer to the surface. To accommodate this person-to-person variation in capillary depth, inside your Genteel box you'll find a card holding 5 contact tips. From least to most penetrating, they are blue, yellow, green, clear, orange, and violet. By design, the blue comes factory installed at the end of one of Genteel's 2 nozzles. We've chosen this blue contact tip to start because it's the shallowest and most gentle. The purpose of the nozzles is to hold the contact tips in place and conduct vacuum from the Genteel instrument to your skin. There is a skin side and a nozzle side to each contact tip. The nozzle side of the contact tip has an indent that wraps around the little flange on the nozzle. Each contact tip is designed to attach snugly to the end of your nozzle like this. The nozzle and contact tip together is called your nozzle contact tip assembly. By design, the thinner the contact tip, the deeper the lancing. For alternate sites such as your forearm, shoulder, thigh, or stomach, where your skin tends to be thicker and capillaries deeper below the surface, you want the lancet to reach those capillaries, so a thinner contact tip would probably work best. Conversely, the thicker the contact tip, the shallower the lancing, which is probably ideal for fingertips where your blood supply is nearer to the surface of the skin. Most of the time, you only have to determine each right contact tip once, because that's the contact tip you will use from now on, regardless of which alternate site you draw from. Let's start by finding the optimum contact tip for alternate sites, using the blue contact tip already installed at the end of your nozzle. Remember, this is the most gentle and will penetrate the least. Now, select the body site from where you want to test. For this video, we're going to test on our forearm, but you can choose any convenient body site, such as your leg, shoulder, or stomach. One particularly good site is 1 inch up from your knee, because there's lots of blood capillaries but very few pain nerves. By looking at your skin through the clear nozzle, you can see the blood drop rising to the surface. A good draw should take about 2 to 8 seconds. If you've gotten the right amount, then blue would now be your contact tip of choice for all alternate sites. However, as in this case, if your blood draw is too slow, insufficient for sampling, or just a small temporary blush appears where Genteel's vacuum tried to draw blood, you'll have to move to a thinner tip. On this person, the blue contact tip was too shallow, so no blood came up. So simply peel off the blue contact tip from the nozzle, install the thinner tip number 2, which is the yellow contact tip, reprime Genteel, and test again. If your blood draw is still insufficient, move on to tip number 3, the green contact tip, and try again. Keep moving on to thinner and higher number contact tips. Your goal is to find the optimal contact tip for that site that draws the right amount of blood with the shallowest, most gentle tip and no pain. The higher the number of the contact tip, the faster the blood draw, but the more likely to cause some discomfort. So choose the lowest numbered and thickest contact tip that works for you. Once you've determined that optimal nozzle contact tip assembly, which in this case is the clear tip, you're done testing. You'll be using this contact tip for all your future alternate site testing. Some Genteel users purposely choose a more aggressive, higher number contact tip because the more aggressive the contact tip, the faster the needed amount of test blood will be drawn. They willingly trade a small amount of discomfort and possibly occasional red skin spots, which will go away in a day or two, for a considerable reduction in the required time to draw blood. There is nothing wrong with this. With Genteel, the choice is yours. Always check with your doctor to see if and when alternate site testing is right for you.